Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework thing. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or sings tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello, world. It's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Sinema Saturday for Saturday, February 20th, 2021. Today we are watching Blade Runner, the final cut, which I really don't know what that means, but
is there multiple cuts of this then? Like
what'd you say?
Theatrical cut.
There's a theatrical cut, there's a director's cut, there's like 3 other different cuts. Apparently this
special edition cut.
Yeah. Apparently this was the most true to Ridley Scott's vision. This was all he well, because he's the director and it's what he intended the movie to be. It would have been the director's cut. Well, apparently the theatrical cut, the theater, the studio decided to override his decisions on a lot of things and brought out the movie that they saw best. But you figured the director's vision was most likely the best. I don't know if it's the best, but at least they had a vision. This is what he wanted, so this is what we'll watch.
Studios do that all the time.
Yeah.
The directors, they just release the theatrical cut, and then when it's out of theaters and everything, they'll release the director's cut. Boom, boom, done.
Yeah, but this one is different. This has been it took him 10 years to get his final cut done.
Yeah, and besides, I thought the director's cut was his vision.
No, the director's cut was actually not his vision. See, it was called the director's cut, but it wasn't his. This I don't know, but apparently, if you look up the history of this movie, the director's cut was not his vision. This is his vision. So we'll see.
It's one of those movies.
The producer's cut.
It's one of those movies where there was the joke on the Big Bang Theory where they said, let's watch the Star Wars movies before George Lucas tinkers with it again. So, yeah, that's why we have so many versions of that movie. By the way, greetings from the future.
Greetings, future man. And I thank you for coming, even though you said you did not particularly like this movie. But,
I cannot say if I like it or I dislike it.
Being a Philistine.
I fell asleep within the first 15 minutes, 3 times. So
we'll see if it's a fourth.
yeah, if you hear snoring, just mute me.
No problem. If you guys hear snoring, you just have to deal with it.
Because we know it's you, Bird.
Yeah. Daniel's Hot Topic says only 2 hours to go. That was at 1:05. Wesley says, greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. Greetings, Wes. I assume you're at work by now. Josh Street says, about damn time. Your daddy Picard let you on the computer again, Wesley. Josh Street says, I'm Bird of Prey. You're late for the first time, but the last time, so you're being sent to Planet Spaceball, where you can live out the rest of your days with the rest of the Spaceballs. Actor says we already has oxygen tubes, so he's pretty much ready. He already has the oxygen tubes, so he's pretty much ready to go. That's true. Captain Track says, hope everyone likes the movie. Thanks, Captain. Hector.
Can I jump in for a second? I just need
of course.
to address Andrea here because she's typing. It's a PSA. Andrea, you are driving. Stop typing. Okay, please continue.
Actor, so some people dislike it on the grounds of being slow paced, but surely Bird will make the movie more exciting and fun. Oh, it's a lot of work.
Falling asleep.
Captain Track says, I read the description and would never choose it personally. Well, maybe.
Judging a book by its cover.
Yeah, where Jedi Bill says this movie with popcorn is awesome, absolutely awesome and fantastic. Rates it 6 stars and 8 bottles of popcorn or whatever that is. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 stars and 6 popcorns. And he says, Qapla, brother warrior, hail Caroga, Qapla, Jedi Bill. Captain Track says, but Jedi Bill, you like sparkly vampire movies, so not exactly the movie expert. John Street says, Jedi Bill, the only good thing about this movie is William Adama's descendant, Goth, in this film. Yes, I saw William, was it Olmos? What's his name?
I just gotta
he
say
is
something.
in this movie.
Andrea, the Picard Borg guy is the cutest of Borg.
Miss Lundell says no sparkly vampires this Saturday. I hope not. Jedi Bill says, yeah, absolutely no effing sparkly vampires ever. Agnes says it also has Lieutenant Marty Castillo before being transferred to Miami. Miss Lundell says, you've done a man's job, sir. I take it a quote from the movie. Too bad she won't live, but then again, who does? Very true. Josh Street says, Jedi Bill, for you, we can edit sparkly vampires, but mostly, I don't know what those are into the movie. Of vampires, mostly vampires into the movie. Fluger says, hello, peoples. Hello, Fluger. Josh Street says, or Jedi Bill, you could take one sparkly, shirtless, dancing vampire, lore reloaded. That is just scary. That is just scary. Let me go to the chat so I can read the at Bird Prey 5 chat, so we're not here for an hour before we start. Monty's Folly says, Bird of Prey, my cold and toothache have gotten worse. Oh, no. My dentist is closed because of COVID, so if it doesn't stop soon, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Bottle of scotch and pair of pliers. Oh, man, I hope it feels better soon, Monty. Or there's got to be some dentist that's not closed, even if it's not your dentist. We've got emergency dentists around here. I mean, if you can walk into them, you can get there. No, I wasn't late, Fluger. I wasn't late. I was plenty on time. Viva Caroga says, Caroga night. Professor Brainy Speck said hello. He says, hail to Monty's Folly. I'm hanging in there. Tyron Beard is here. Hail and good day to you, sexy people. Qapla, Tyron Beard. That's cool. Let's see. Dee Myers is in the chat. Welcome, Dee Myers. What else? Did I miss anybody? Moxley fan says Bird of Prey, Qapla Bird, and to us all. Crimson Mist, Qapla Crimson Mist. Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Haven't seen you before.
You've never seen Crimson Mist? I just haven't seen them in a while.
Oh, well,
but good to see him
maybe he's
again.
here when I'm not on the panel or something, because I haven't seen that name pop up.
Yep. No, the name sounds familiar, definitely.
Yeah, Tyron Beards is.
Okay, and Andrea says here that thank you for your concern. I pulled over to type the messages. Andrea, it was obviously a PSA, so thank you very much. Appreciate that you stopped for typing.
Tyron Beard asks, how am I doing? I'm sorry, Joseph.
And we are happy that you are here with us. Yeah.
Yes, we are. I'm doing okay, Tyron. We're looking for a home visiting podiatrist and having some trouble. Though I have a virtual visit tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes.
What's a podiatrist?
I do have a
foot doctor.
And it contains a lot of reviews for everything up to WandaVision, Resident Alien, all the way back to classic sci-fi such as The Time Tunnel, and even some animation with my newest review with Beast Wars Transformers. That one is with Vile Mike.
Yeah, and speaking of Resident Alien, I just saw the 4th episode.
And I started watching The Time Tunnel. That's one interesting show.
Sci-Fi has another series starting March 1st called Debris. That looks interesting. I'll check it out.
Here in Canada, I'll think about it if they show it up here.
We got 47 Yorktowns in the chat with a bunch of custom emojis. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings, Berto Prey, Mamo Prey, Sisso Prey, the Ball Buster, Nephew O'Prey, and fellow nerds. Thank you, Mountains of Elysium. And Dan23 got notification for a video called Berto Prey 5 video, but it was removed. Yeah. I was using OBS Studio, and I pulled the Life with Matthew and accidentally hit stream instead of record. I was recording an updated opening credits because I had to add a name to the members list, so I had to re-record it, and I accidentally hit stream instead of record. Even though I stopped it, I stopped it within a couple seconds. YouTube still put it up and sent out notifications, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but I wasn't able to comment.
Well, yeah, I deleted it as quickly as I could.
Yeah, because this one was your shortest live stream, you know.
Yeah, well, now it's just gone. So, apologies.
Did you remove it?
Yeah, I removed it. I just deleted it.
Started the stream early.
Honestly, it was going. I stopped it and I did the recording. I got about 80% through the way of the recording, and then somebody posted in a text message in the chat that says, "This is your best live stream ever," and then it came up. It came up in the text overlay, so I had to throw it out and start a recording again because.
Did they say some Beard? Tyron Beard. Good to see you.
I was gonna say I don't remember who said it. Wasn't they didn't know what they were, they didn't know that I was trying to record and that would ruin it, but it was funny. I almost was gonna put it in, but then I figured that would confuse people, because if they did try to put up in a message in the beginning, it would be in the same spot. So I once I finished, I took it away and I recorded it one more time. It only takes the 2.5 minutes to record, so it wasn't a big deal. But so it took 3 times to get it today instead of 1.
I did see The Time Tunnel is a really good show. I got the first 3 episodes done on my reviews, and it's part of my hashtag Throwback Thursdays reviews. So the first series I'm going to do with it is the Time Tunnel, and it is a solid good show, and it's criminal that it got canceled after the first season.
At least after the first episode, watching the first episode, I completely agree with you, Commodore. It's a typical 60s show with all the 60s effects, but by the way, the special effects are honestly better than on Star Trek.
Yeah, and they came out at the same time. Literally, Star Trek came out on September 8th of 1966. The Time Tunnel came out September 9th of 1966.
Well, there you have it. They had a whole other day of prep time.
Yeah, and it's on the Jack Sparrow network to find. So not a.
Yeah. You can also download the entire season on iTunes.
Andrea Seabrook says Kerplop from my car. Kerplop, Andrea. Hakeem's in the house and says, I bet Bird's dance moves could start another burn. Lol. Listen, Hakeem, I was having back pain. It wasn't my best dance, okay? When I wasn't having back pain, I was a pretty decent dancer.
That's what they all say.
Monty's Folly says, all in the chat, there's a link to the stream room for you to watch along with Bird of Prey 5 and company. Yes, click on that link. Obviously, if you don't have your own copy of Blade Runner, The Final Cut, or even if you do, you might want to watch my version along with us so that we're all synced up. That is the address to go to. It's also the screening room link at the bottom of the page, and you can use birdofprey5.com/SR or Qapla.com/SR, but either one will work. But, where are we? Keep going. Again, thank you for coming by, Professor Brainy Specs. Sorry you can't watch the whole movie with us. Andrea says, oh, hey, Bird of Prey. The comic store has 3 Star Trek TNG action figures. Picard, Q, and some kind of Picard Borg guy. Oh, that's... Oh, I see. Okay, look, Udis. I'm curious how much they are. I guess I should have asked. Yeah, I know I'm a little behind. I'm sorry. And Andrea says, and thank you for concern, Joseph. Yes, pulled over. Mountain of Elysium says, Bird of Prey, Blade Runner is a futuristic movie that is now the past. Yeah, that's happening more and more. Dee says, how are you and the family? We're okay, Dee. I already explained about the podiatrist. Thomas is Bird of Prey. How did the food your girlfriend brought over taste? Fang's food was pretty good, though it wasn't tofu. It was from a local restaurant.
That's what she wanted.
And I do apologize. It did get a little crazy with some of the comments at the time. We did cross a line I didn't want to cross. But it was just so funny that somebody wrote Dear Bops as Fang, and then literally here was Fang delivering food to me the next day. Actor says, Bird of Prey. Bird, please look into the camera. You're in a desert, walking along in the sand. When you look down and you see a beagle, and then you reach down and flip the beagle over on its back. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Oh, wait! I'm not gonna say anything. But
okay, it's something that happens. It's something.
You'll know when the moment comes. Just remember what you just read. You'll know when the moment comes.
Tyron says, "I like not seeing my name in blue. I can just chill." Tyron, I can put it in blue very easily if you want, Tyron. It's your call. It's your call. Actress says, Bird of Prey. The two beagle lays on its back, all wiggling, wanting to be petted, but you're not helping. Professor says you are still late even now. Crimson Mist says, Bird of Prey. I bought both the director's cut and the movie soundtrack last year in separate yard sales. Very cool. I have not yet seen the movie in any form, so this is my first time watching. Thomas says, Professor Brainy Specs, by the time Bird of Prey starts the movie, you will be home from work. Andrea says, are those figs useful for your project? Yeah, they would be. They would be. I'm going to need a few more of them to do what I want, but they could be useful. And Andrea says, Bird of Prey has a girlfriend. No, I don't. It was a joke. It was a Dear Bob joke. Unfortunately.
Hey.
Tyrant says, never apologize, must have felt right at the time. Honestly, no, it didn't feel right at the time. And I said it a little bit, but I just still feel bad. Yet this is we love Fang Fang. And Fang Fang loves me, apparently. And Tyrant says, nope, space kissing her, Qapla, space kissing her. Says, hey, I'm late. And so is Bird. But with that, we're going to go ahead and start the movie. Actor says, I wonder if this cut all the club scenes. Well, I hear it added unicorn scenes. I don't know if anything got cut, but I know there's more unicorn than ever before. Thomas says, yes, AOC is Bird's girlfriend. I wish. Wes, then I could tell her I could tell her to vote correctly. Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey has never seen this movie. What the hell? I know. Well, we're going to fix that today. We're going to fix it. Andrea's got to go back and hear what Bird is embarrassed about. I can tell you next time we're on a stream, Andrea. I can explain it better. Okay, so guys, head on over to the whatever that's called, the screening room. The screening room. Yeah, and I will load it up. And then, so guys, if you're watching in the screening room, you'll be watching the actual movie. If you're and only while we're live, if you're watching this after the fact, you'll need your own copy of the movie. If you can't get your own copy and you can't get to the screening room, then if you just watch on YouTube, you will get a screenshot every 10 seconds or so.
Tyron says, can we get a post in the chat? Post in the chat?
Can we get a post in the chat about what?
You mean like the link for the screening room? It's on the screen, birdofprey5.com/SR.
I'll type it in.
And
okay.
There you go. There's the link. Either of those will work. I'll try to open them in a separate tab if you're on a computer. If you can have two tabs open, keep the YouTube tab open so you can hear the commentary. Otherwise, if you just go there, you'll watch the movie, but you won't hear the commentary. But if you prefer to watch the movie and not hear the commentary, so be it. I'll be okay.
What's so lazy?
I'll be okay. And Tyron loves this film. Good. I'm glad somebody will like it.
At least we got some people in here that will enjoy it.
Okay, so I'm loading up the film now. Wait, Monty says, Bird of Prey, has CBS ever tried to get Qapla off you? .com? No, they have not. Nobody's ever tried to. I tried to sell it, but I the most somebody was willing to offer was like $200. I was like, no way. Add a couple of zeros. Add a couple of zeros to that.
I'm just
It's
reading
funny.
here. Andrea says, "I think you all on the panel should choose roles and act out the film for a la the Rocky Horror Picture Show." You know what, Andrea? This would be possible only in case we would know the movie. But Bert haven't seen the movie before. Neither did I. Okay, I tried.
I haven't.
You haven't. Okay, so Mr.
I'm the
London,
only
it's up
one
to
with
you to play all the
experience.
characters.
I
Yeah.
also haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'm never going to. So.
Why not? We can do that as a Halloween Cinema Saturday.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's
Not
leave
my
it to the
cup of tea.
chat. We'll leave it to the chat. Chat, do you want us to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show one day?
No, shut up
If
about Rocky
you're
Horror.
gonna watch it,
And Andrea says,
you
"I'm
go
a domain
watch
importer."
it.
I'm just leaving it to the chat.
or maybe Jedi Bill wants to watch it one day. You guys can do it. Let me know how it goes.
Rocky Horror's not your kind of movie, Bird.
Yeah.
I just tell you right now.
I know it's not. That's why I'm not going to watch it. Okay, so I'm going to hit play in 5, 4, 3,
17,
2, 1.
56,
Play.
18.
And yeah, I wanted to watch Rocky too, but people said they didn't like Rocky.
Who said they didn't like Rocky?
It was only me. And I didn't say I didn't like it. I said it's meh.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta pause. Where are we? We're 20 seconds in. I gotta hit. Okay, I never hit play on the YouTube one. Sorry. Okay, but this way we're going to be way 20 seconds. I'll hit play again, and we'll be perfectly synced. Okay, the Lad Company. It was almost Oregon Trail style graphics there. I'm feeling that.
Typical 80s graphics.
It was just a tree.
Jerry Perniccio and Bud something. Harrison Ford. There we go. Indiana Jones himself. Blade Runner. Don't even need no fancy fonts. Rutger Hauer. Sean Young. Edward James Olmos. There he is. Adama. M. Emmett Walsh. Daryl Hannah. William Sanderson. Brian James.
We all know the reason why.
Joe Turkel. And Joanna Cassidy. Supervising editor Terry Rawlings. Music by the
Vangelis.
Thank you, Mr.
Ivor Powell.
Or since he's Greek, Vangelis.
Monty's Folly says, Bird of Prey, Rambo First Blood is good if you want a Rocky film. It was the first film my dad took me to see. She hated it, but gave him a second chance.
Andrea, we can't promise you anything, but we'll try to keep it lively and tell you what's coming. But most likely, at least 3 of us are going to fall asleep during this film.
Yes. That means I'm the only one with any class about myself.
Oh, shit. We got to read to start this movie. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility and at least equal in intelligence to genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After bloody mutiny by an Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units had been ordered to shoot, kill upon detection any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution. It was called retirement. Wow, it sounds like Star Trek Picard plot. Los Angeles, November 2019.
Where do you think they got it from? Oscar Kurtzman steals everything he does.
The practical effects in this movie are stunning. and brilliant.
And William Devine says
Apparently,
Qapla.
a lot of fire from Los Angeles in 2019. Buildings just shoot fire into the air.
Yeah, Crimson Mist. We were thinking the same thing. These are their stories. Dun 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 dun.
Daniel says, "Did you see the sequel, Harrison Ford?" No, I didn't. I see any Blade Runner. This is the first one.
It's Blade Runner 2049.
Monty says, "Bird of Prey. I really want Deckard's blaster from this film." Qapla, William Devine. Actors is Bird of Prey. Vangelis is the real name of Evangelos Odysseus Papa.
Evangelos Odysseus Papanasiou.
Hey, John DeMarco. Yes, they did a very
Papatanasiou.
good job at depicting Los Angeles 2019.
This looks nothing like Los Angeles.
Okay, calm down. Dialogue is coming. Pay attention.
New employees, 6 days. Mr. Weber, Sector 9.
Monty's Folly says that the Blade Runner universe and the Alien universe are supposed to be the same universe, as well as Red Dwarf are all set in the same time period. Well, because I think a lot of them are Ridley Scott productions, yeah, I could see that happening.
So somebody's looking into somebody's eye. Mountains of Elysium says, "I've seen things you people wouldn't believe, but a few years of Bird of Prey live streams has pretty much made people immune to shock." Cough, cough. Roy Batty, 2021.
That and the super chats on Anti-Trekker's stream.
He's doing a test. Not a fancy test. You're in a desert. Ah, shit. So I was a test.
Yeah. Crimson Mist gives us a little bit of trivia that Deckard's gun was made from parts of an actual Winchester rifle.
What desert? Just tell him the name of a desert. The Soren Desert. It's a turtle that lives on the sand and the land. Why? No, I saw Futurama. They can turn. What the hell type of test is this?
It's from what I'm reading, the Vol Comp test. I think that's how you say it. Don't quite ask me if it's true or not. It was used to measure empathy to detect replicants. It's unknown, Daniel. Maybe YouTube just is acting up, and you're one of the accounts that they target, thinking it's a bot or something. But just keep subscribing. That's all I can say.
I'm going to guess that guy is a replicant. Pan Am. Yay, Pan Am still exists.
Back in the 80s, Pan Am was the premier airline, and now it's just nostalgic. Hector says, Bird, you failed the test. Now we know you're a replicant. Eastland measures dilation of eyes, which is hard to fake when humans try to fake emotions.
Hey, I know that guy.
Han
I
Solo?
think that's the only person we
Yeah,
know.
Han Solo, aka Indiana Jones.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, Thomas, I have not yet canceled YouTube Premium.
Do you
And
hear
Tyron
what I hear? Caleb.
says, dude, you're going to love this. Oh, you're under arrest, Mr. Deckard.
When was Blade Runner made?
1982 is the
Okay.
year for the original movie release.
And Return of the Jedi came out in 1983, right?
I have no idea. Probably.
Because Daniel's Hot Topics asked, so Alien and Blade Runner are in the same universe. How come we don't see Harrison Ford does not run into Ripley or the aliens?
Because they're not in the same universe. Okay, this is a different vision. This is what those are two different visions, science fiction visions. Okay, this is supposedly more factual based, where we could go. Star Wars is just total fucking fantasy.
No, I wasn't talking about Star Wars in this. I was talking about aliens in the Blade Runner.
Wesley says, why are those lightsaber umbrellas? I didn't notice, Wes. It never rains in LA. That it's so fake. Well, you know, global warming, climate change. They knew what they were thinking in the 80s. Was 2019 a particularly wet year for Los Angeles? Qapla, Darth Maul.
Hey, Darth Maul.
I like how like everybody assumes cars are just gonna fly.
So 82, same year Wrath of Khan came out. Good year to be born, if I do say so myself. Yeah, in early 80s, I think was a golden year for Hollywood. Like there's so many good movies that came out, and so many franchises started, and a lot of the movies us in the nerd community care about are from the 80s. Like you got the Star Trek, you got the original Star Wars was in 1977, but you had Empire and Jedi in the 80s. You had Ghostbusters, got Blade Runner.
I think we know all this.
Yeah.
You just want to listen to the movie.
Mako. The 80s were good for Hollywood because Escobar was giving them lots of inspiration. Maybe. Now they're getting their inspiration from AOC.
Daniel says, yeah, since Ridley Scott movies take place in the same universe, then Harrison Ford should run into Ripley or the aliens. I don't know that they take place in the same universe. That was
Ridley
just
Scott said it himself.
Well, just trying to think Ridley Scott might not be the most sane human being on the planet.
That kind of sucks, Darth Maul. Hope you feel better soon.
Oh, man. Sorry, Darth Maul. Vitamin D, zinc. That's what people keep telling me if I start to feel symptoms. Every time they say Holden, I'm thinking of The Expanse. It's not good.
Okay, Eastland. Finance persons left creative people persons alone after somewhat in the 70s and 80s. They were hit trying to make every movie idea a trilogy. That is true.
I have seen Daniel, but I'm not going to talk about WandaVision on this stream because other people might not have seen it and they're not expecting WandaVision talk. So please don't bring up any WandaVision.
If you want to watch some WandaVision, I got a review if you want to watch it, Daniel. All my ideas are on there.
Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, been taking vitamin C, D, turmeric, zinc, B complex. Very good.
That's good.
Good stuff.
Pump yourself full. Mako says, Season 5 of The Expanse cured my insomnia.
Ugh. The second half, for sure. The first half, was still pretty interesting.
No, I did not read the original novel by Philip.
No, me neither.
It's on the list.
Mako, I put on my doctor hat from time to time. Understand I'm not licensed to practice medicine in the United States. Only Caroga.
Eastland did read the book, though.
The only thing I knew about this movie before I went through the screenshots and checked for any nudity, and yes, there was one screenshot I had to censor later in the movie, was what I heard about this from Doomcock's video he put out a couple weeks ago.
Well, it's a position I vehemently disagree with.
Interesting.
That's between Doomcock and myself.
Ooh.
Crimson Mist
Is
says,
that?
I
know it's not, but it looks like she's got a very similar look to Leia Brahm from TNG.
Right. Yeah. No idea.
I get the same vibe.
Oh, really? Huh.
Crimson Mist says, my urban planning professor used a photo of the Tyrell Corp headquarters as an example for future trends in city building. Smart professor.
Daniel says his mom wouldn't let him watch this with Braveheart in the 90s because it was too violent because he was 10. Yeah, I could see that. I could see a concerned parent.
I could see that.
Probably Braveheart's not right for 10-year-olds.
Well, definitely not Braveheart.
I haven't seen this movie, so I can't make my mind up yet, but Yeah, Braveheart's not really for 10-year-olds. That's a fair decision. Leah Brahm, whatever. Laura Brahm, Leah Brahm, I don't know.
I still don't see it.
I don't know. It's just a vibe, but from something in the face, the eyes. And Darth Maul says, speaking of nudity, I never understood why studios don't cast curvy and or voluptuous women in these scenes. They're always some sort of boyish in that respect.
Has to do with sexual preference in Hollywood, in my opinion.
Probably. Oh, we got somebody in the back room.
This only got 2 or 3 shootouts. Pretty tame. Maybe not at the time. Maybe now it does, but not back then, I guess.
Welcome, Jedi Bill, to the panel.
Hello.
Hey, Jedi.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Not bad. Why would she even show it to her husband?
Yes, Mako, this is Bird's first time watching Blade Runner, and plus a few of us also.
Really?
Yep.
This is a classic.
Yes, the 80s were quite optimistic of how far how far technology would go.
I think it was a test to see if she was a lesbian. She failed. But I don't know if that's good or bad. More human than human. Jedi Bill, I muted you. We're getting some noise. Feel free to unmute when you're good.
What sort of noise were you hearing?
Sounded like you were getting laid.
I'd say there's some heavy breathing and maybe something moved around, like a chair. I don't know.
No. I moved a little bit, but the mic's quite far away from me.
The Yukon. Daniel said, where did Anti-Trigger go? There's a red do not disturb on Skype. I don't know. He's probably, what's today? Sad day. He's working. He works all day. He works all day, sad day, all day Sunday, and is it all day Monday or Friday?
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He just
Yeah.
works like almost
So
like
he
16-hour
works
days.
literally
on those,
12 plus hours today. So
like 12 to 16 hours he works on those days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something. So yeah, maybe that's why he has the red "Do Not Disturb" dot on his Skype right now, because he doesn't want people interrupting him when he's at work.
is that a guitar pick?
Nope. It's a scale.
Crimson Mist says, in this movie, most animals and life became extinct due to ecological disasters and nuclear war, so people come to value real animals as precious to preserve. Oh, that makes some sense. I didn't pick up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Then are they all vegetarian, or how do they eat?
I don't know, but I hope their meat has souls.
They were 3D printed.
No, they were mechanical, and then the more expensive ones were genetically done, and a real one is just out of the question.
Farm raised food.
Mako says wood too. And to get back with the meat, we are actually starting to 3D print our meat now.
No, we're not.
There's articles out there saying that they're working on 3D printing meat.
If you're eating 3D printed meat, you're being poisoned.
I'm not eating.
I mean, people are working on it, but it's not for sale yet.
It's just like the Star Trek replicators. They're replicating nutrition.
But that's all I'm saying is that they're starting to work on like the idea of it's coming out already.
There are no trees in Blade Runner.
That's because it takes place in the city. A very overpopulated city.
No, I would never eat 3D printed meat, Monty. Just the idea, it just sounds wrong. Enter Roy Batty.
This is one of Rutger Hauer's best movies.
This looks like the con of this movie. Don't touch that. Cold. Oh, something's not quite right.
It's only liquid. It was only liquid nitrogen.
Daniel, I think Ronald D. Moore is incorrect. I respect him. It's not easy to write a movie, but there have been a number of successful Trek movies, so it's like saying water's not
2,
wet or
3,
something like that.
4, 6.
Why are you answering these questions? They're going to kill you anyway. And yes, still less gory than Star Trek Discovery or Star Trek Picard.
But if you had to choose between Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard, what would you choose?
Sassy's walking in circles around my bed. All future cars look like DeLoreans. No, this one. No wonder why everybody falls asleep. There's a lot of yawning in this movie.
Joseph, wake up.
What?
I'm sure it gets good anytime now. $97.32.
Come up.
According to this article that just popped out an hour ago, Marvel's has the rights back to Jessica Jones and the Punisher from Netflix.
Huh. Interesting.
Darth Maul, that's a good one. No, Joe, there's still quite a few people in chat. There's 26 watching, only 20 thumbs up, so people hit that thumbs up button.
Andrea, you need to refresh the chat if you want to see the chat.
Or turn it on to live chat if you have it on top chat.
Andrea is on mobile phone. Phones usually do that they don't show you the whole chat.
Yeah.
You need to refresh it.
Yeah.
Qapla, Barbie, archaic.
Bobby.
Bobby, archaic. What else would I say?
Yeah, you said Barbie.
Sorry.
It's all good. William, yeah, I'm saying Disney got those rights back. Initially, Netflix owned the rights to Punisher and Jessica Jones. Now they're back to where they belong.
How did Netflix have owned those rights?
It was made for Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah. And also
Before
back
there
in
was
the Marvel Universe. Daniel's Hot Topics. Does anyone think that Netflix shows Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage are canon in the MCU? No, they are not. Oh, we just lost Jedi Bill.
Is this his apartment or is he looking through someone else's? Bobby Archaic says, don't listen to Tyrant Beard. He's a replicant bird of prey. He will claim he's Australian, but he sounds nothing like Aussie O'Prey.
Oh yes, by the way, some likes are missing.
It
Yes,
happens.
William. That just might have came back from someone that thought the hype of this movie was good, then actually saw the movie.
Tyron Beard says, keep asking yourself. And Monty's Folly says, his apartment. Thank you, Monty.
Daniel.
It's a very
I think
lived-in
they're
apartment.
Yeah. Daniel, I think they're going to bring the people from the Netflix shows into the MCU, but what previously happened does not count. They were its own.
Hey, everybody. Sorry.
Hello, Mr. CCDB.
Marvels. So, something you might want to bring up on the next virtual pub. Hello, Mr. CC.
And good afternoon to everyone.
Hello, Mr. CCDB.
Or evening for you, Joseph, man of the future.
Yep.
Is this the future you imagined when you decided you were from there?
No.
Andrea says the movie is good for its concepts and its time.
I want a robot of my own to do all the household chores. I don't know why we don't have that yet. I mean, it's the future for crying out loud.
You might need to
I
scroll
have
down
a robot that
handle it, but not a
vacuums.
phone, Andrea.
We just can't use it because it upsets Sassy.
William, for Jessica Jones in the MCU, there is a rumor going around that she will appear in She-Hulk.
I'll be so glad when they get all those damn cartoon characters on screen, so y'all can shut up about them.
Hey, that's the point of them. Is for us to talk about it.
Hey, Mr. Londell, that was a great movie last night. Thank you for hosting that. That was wonderful.
Thank you for enjoying it.
Daniel, I don't really watch those Netflix shows, so I don't have any clue what's going on with it.
They weren't that popular. They only all lasted for.
Monty
Andrea.
says, Vertebrae, if you went and lived in the moment, I'm in a caravan inside my workshop. The fiance is shielding, and I've got to work. It's like a bachelor paired here with zero commute time.
What I said, Andrew, is to find the like buttons on a phone, you might have to scroll down on your screen because normally they post the video up top, then it's the chat, and then you have the like buttons underneath everything. So that's what might happen. You need to do.
And for those Americans in the crowd, a caravan is a trailer.
Gotcha. Making more sense. I was thinking like a Dodge Caravan. I was like, what the?
I've made a camper out of a van before, but no, I prefer my 32-foot trailer. I imagine his caravan is probably 15 feet or 3 meters. So that's pretty standard for Europe.
Tyron Beard says, Bobby, it's good to see you. I love a good watch party, and this is one of the best movies ever made. Bird of Prey, Monty's Folly, and Hector.
In fact, this set here was in so many sci-fi movies and TV shows from like the 50s and 60s.
Oh yeah, this was one of the most popular filming places to do it. Like they turned it into an office building. A bunch of other stuff too. Is the building still there?
I don't know.
It'd be nice to go back to that and film something again on site.
I'm sure it is because this gospel singer, like in the 90s, Carmen, he did some videos in that space.
Teddy Ruxpin.
You ever been to a Carmen concert?
No, I haven't.
I have. They're free. They are very entertaining concerts too. Although I think
and also, if you're still having trouble finding the thumbs up, just exit out of the live chat on the phone. And
it's not that important to thumbs up. I appreciate it, but don't listen. If you can do a like, that's great. If you can't find it, don't think twice about it. This video gets unlisted as soon as it's done. The like isn't going to do much.
You should read Bobby's last comment, Bird.
Bobby Archaic says, in favor of Tyron Beard, it might be pointed out that Aussie O'Prey sounds nothing like an Australian, but don't let that fool you. Bird O'Prey, he's still a replicant.
I had no idea you were Harrison Ford, Bird O'Prey 5.
Now we know how you feel about them. Oh, unicorn. Unicorn.
Okay.
No, it's
Everyone
not a unicorn.
knows
It's a
there's
horse.
no such thing
Oh, no,
as
it's a
unicorn.
unicorn.
Okay. Still, how the fuck does that say he's a replicant?
Because unicorns mean something. I don't know. I forgot.
Androids do, in fact, dream of electric sheep.
Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird of Prey. Qapla, hail Caroga. I'm still watching along. I just want to hear the movie without voice commentary. Completely understood, Jedi Bill. And for anyone who wants to watch the movie without voice commentary, you can, of course, mute or even close YouTube if you must. But if you can keep YouTube on low, that's appreciated. Bobby Archaic says, don't believe me. Just ask Tyron Beard what he would do if he saw a wallaby stuck under
didgeridoo
in the outback. Thank you for didgeridoo. I never heard of that before.
Andrew,
And Andrea Seabrook with a unicorn super sticker. Thank you so much, Andrea.
The didgeridoo is the long pipe that goes. Wom, 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 wom,
ah.
Wom.
Tyron Beers says, Bobby Archaic, eat it. Bird of Prey wants me to eat a kangaroo. I never heard of it. No.
You want to put a kangaroo on the Barbie?
Roasted kangaroo. That's exotic.
It's probably illegal too.
I'm sure it probably is.
Who knows?
You know, I live in the future and I still can't do this.
Enhance.
Zoom
and enhance.
Isn't bad.
Well, they can damn near do it.
I cannot enhance anymore. There are only so many pixels.
Monty's Folly says you can buy kangaroo steaks. Do you have to go somewhere special for that, Monty? And also Crimson?
For example, here in Slovakia, you have to go to a grocery store to buy kangaroo meat.
Can you still buy horse meat in Europe?
Of course.
Oh, God. Guys are sick bastards.
Honestly, horse steaks are the best steaks I ever ate.
Oh, Joseph.
Nope, I gave it from a veteran.
And Andrea says, thanks, Commodore Ty. Found the like button, despite Bird of Prey discouraging all likes. I'm not discouraging all likes. I appreciate it. I just don't want people to have to fuss around or get aggravated. They can't find it. It's not that important.
It wasn't much of a fight.
The like buttons are super important for uploaded videos, not nearly as important for my live streams.
I wonder if you can buy Soylent Green.
I don't think you want to know about Soylent Green.
I'm just curious.
Oh, that's interesting, Crimson. There's a bar near him in his town that does wild game burgers every Wednesday, either buffalo or ostrich. Is that somewhere in the U.S.? Andrea Brooke, I hear kangaroos are like deers in some places, way too many. But let's stop encouraging any Australian references, least a certain stream host gets ideas about speaking in a certain accent. Oh, cool. Salt Lake City, Utah. That sounds interesting, Crimson.
It's amazing. You can go to a bazaar there and see a what was that? A microscope, electron microscope, and buy an emu.
That wasn't an electron microscope.
Just a plain old microscope then?
Yeah, just a fancy microscope.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
I ain't no scientist.
Electron microscopes are still pretty large.
Yeah, but even in the future, if they're got smaller, they're for seeing individual atoms, not for seeing Cell structure.
Yeah, snake
Welcome,
scales.
Andrew.
Okay, fair enough. Just a high-powered microscope then.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
So far, I don't see what makes this the ultimate cut. This is just like the director's cut that came out in the 90s.
It does look a lot like every cut I've ever seen.
Well, there's an hour left.
The face shield, of course.
Hour 8 minutes maybe left. And Monty says the smallest electron microscope made was about the size of a briefcase.
You know, I think I'd make a ton of money if I opened a smoking bar. I wonder how to get permits for that.
Smoking bar? I think you have to just have good ventilation and some sort of permit. I don't know what type, but. Another bit of trivia: the picture that was used in the electron microscope was a marijuana bud. Andrew is saying we can always count on Mr. Lundell for a cheesy positive review.
Vincent Gallipo with a $5 super chat says the soundtrack of this movie made by
Vangelis
is a masterpiece. Thank you again, Mr. Lundell. And thank you, Vincent Gallipo.
Did he become Vangel when he got his soul back?
Mako says Mr. Lundell is the most positive person he knows.
I can't help but crack bad jokes. I'm sorry.
She's a nice girl.
She's a replicant.
Now, we actually do have vid phones, but not all of them are from Ma Bell.
That's cool to know.
I hate when there's dog fur in the drink.
Can't believe it's been an hour.
Hector says it's coming.
What's coming? Something good?
I don't know. It's coming. Monty says, Bird of Prey, that's it. I'm getting you a bunch of electrocution lessons.
Elocution
lessons. You really need to learn pronunciation.
You beat me to it, Mr. CC.
What the hell is elocution?
It's how to pronounce words properly.
I've never heard of that word.
Just say it slowly. Elocution.
That's what I said. Elocution.
After we corrected you.
I do like his nerd accent.
Yes, Tyron. Bird's channel is a great channel.
Thank you, Tyron Beard. Uh-oh. Have they come around and touched you?
It looks like
they sit you down on a couch.
Litter. It looks like she came back from a rave. Like Honestly, did they just throw in a bat of glitter and say, "Okay, there's your makeup"?
Those are snake scales. Get it right. Gosh.
Eh. It sparkles. All we
It's
need
sparkly.
Those sparkles are going to go down the drain.
All we need to know now is if she's a vampire.
Yeah, it's one of Bill's vampires. Yeah.
Bingo.
That is true, Crimson. It almost like she turns into a completely different person. Side boob, side boob.
Is this the one scene I had to censor? I don't know. I think I might have got lucky. There was just no screenshot at this point. Yeah, there it is.
There's some good stuff.
That was it. The whole movie, just one screenshot. I had to censor.
Well, it's a lot worse. Oh, she's kicking the crap out of him.
Wow.
And her bra stays on.
What the hell
is she?
She's a replicant. She's 3 times as stronger than he is.
Like a Vulcan. Oh.
Oh.
Why would she put plastic on?
That's the
raincoat.
You know how everybody else is dressed.
That's literally supposed to be a fashion.
Have you seen some of the fashion we have nowadays?
I mean, you got guys wearing dresses for Christ's sake nowadays. Okay.
Darth Maul, they're so small. They may be small, but they still look good.
Her error was not killing him, says Hector.
She was interrupted while in the process of doing so.
Hey, he could have died from snoo.
Well, if she had hit that windpipe with the knife hand properly.
Yeah, you're right.
Hector says, "You killed the damn Blade Runner when you get the chance, girl."
And Mountain says that coat is far less revealing than some of today's fashion.
That is true. I do like it when girls walk around in just latex paint.
And Crimson Miss just says, "Go ask Lady Gaga." Yeah, she wore a dress of meat.
I thought that was a protest.
No, she literally wore a dress with meat to an award show or something. Lady Gaga just has a few screws loose in her head.
Oh, Atari still a thing. That's good.
It's 2019, Bert. Don't forget.
Yes. There's also
that's true.
There's like a TDK ad splash in here.
He's really going to open fire across all those people.
Oh, I'm sure he gives a warning first,
He's
right?
just as reckless as a real 2021 cop.
Yeah, see, he gave a warning. There you go.
So it's an more accurate picture of of this time than people think. Oh, that's a good shot. Right out. Destroyed her shoulder.
He was only an arm shot.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
It destroyed her shoulder.
She's still putting weight on it. Can't be that bad. Now we're talking. Man, she likes breaking through glass. And that's not safety glass either.
Well, that's a stunt woman anyway.
Just plain old sugar
It's probably
glass.
a nude
Yeah,
in a wig.
No, sugar glass can still cut you, mind you. So, stunt woman taking a big risk doing that, but it is just sugar glass.
Bird of Prey. Harrison Ford only did the sequel for this film by some vintage airplanes. He crashed a plane every 2 years for the last 15 years, but he's also been a rescue pilot.
So he's like you, Bird.
I told you just a few minutes ago, Bird and Harrison Ford are the same person.
Monty says Bird of Prey. Also, these were the largest bit of stage glass ever made. They were really hard to make. And Wesley says, Bird of Prey, can anyone tell me what this movie is about? I forgot. It's about replicants that are like human-looking androids. And apparently they all become criminals. So they all have to be hunted down and exterminated.
That's only if they come to Earth.
Oh, she's got an eye patch. It's under you. It's right under your Kindle, Mom.
It's basically the perfect name for Apple glasses.
Hey, I know that guy. There's 3 more to go. Darth Maul says the woman with the eye with the patch is Bird of Prey gender swap. False.
Next time, proofread.
Well, you're 3.5 years old. Huh, I was right. He's 3.5 years old. I didn't know this movie was based on Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny only lives 4 years?
I don't know. It's one of those cartoons goes, I'm only 2.5 years old. Oh, yeah. That is me.
Wake up. Time to die.
Excellent aim for a woman who's never fired a gun.
Yeah, a lot better than the guy. But again, she's a replicant, so she can have perfect aim.
Is she?
That's what I've been told. Yeah, they said that she was.
She is replicant.
Hey, Jedi Bill. Good afternoon, brother.
She didn't know she was, but they knew she was. And then she was suspected, and once she suspected, she went crazy.
It's synthetic fur, Hector. You can put it in the washing machine. It'll be fine. Plus, she has all of Tyrell's money to spend.
Fur coat in the rain. You'll ruin it. Yeah, you will. Tim. But is she fully functional? We will find out.
I had a shirt like that when I used to go line dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Monty's Folly. Nobody reads books anymore. Boy, get that antiquated notion out of your head.
I just bought today 3 books.
Okay, so you're an antique. It's not my problem.
I still buy books. I just don't still read books.
I am one of those poor unfortunate souls who cannot hold a book long enough to enjoy the written word. I used to have a library, I think 400 books, something like that. Now it's all on, what's that Audible one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying everything for the Kindle.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, how many do I have on Kindle as well? But I have to read them on the computer.
Crimson has some more trivia. While the movie used concepts from Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, the title came from the book by Alan J. Knowles, however you say the last name. Good to know. Is he out of it?
Her eyes are brown because she's full of.
A lot of people's eyes are brown.
And a lot of people are full of.
Well, I know I am, but.
Brown eyes are the most common in the world.
I thought that was blue eyes.
No. By far not. Brown is the most common color.
Yeah,
and
the recessive for blue is most common.
Yeah, and rarest color is green.
Take kids to Paris. That's
Na 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 na. I do like it when Chico and Harpo play that song. That was the song she was banging out on the piano, right? Or was I just not listening?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. When I had hair, I couldn't style it that quickly with just my fingers. But, maybe her hair is made of wires.
Maybe. Or she could just be like how my hair is in permanent bedhead. Interesting music. Used to play piano in my younger days.
I'm too lazy to hold my wrists up tightly to play the piano. I can't do it.
I played piano too for 10 years.
That's cool. And Wesley just gave a bird a super chat for $1.
It's weird. It doesn't show up yet on my screen.
It's a Streamlabs. Wesley Cluster just tipped $1.
Oh, it's a donation. There it is. Wesley Crusher donated $1. Says, you rule without wisdom and without honor. The warriors that are gathered here will not say this to you, but I will. You are squandering our ships and our lives in a petty act of vengeance. I challenge you to rule Caroga. Sure thing, Wes. Just make your way to Caroga and pay the official entrance fee.
Crimson Mist gave us some more trivia. Forged Third Way co-read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep for an audiobook back in the 90s. And he personally listened to it during his work. That's really cool, man.
Such a romantic and beautiful scene. Such a romantic and beautiful scene.
Hey, it's Joker.
Raccoon.
Tyron Beard. Blondes may go extinct. We need to make sure this never happens. Tap into your JT Kirk and make love to all the blondes in Caroga so that we might populate the species. As long as women can dye their hair, they'll always be blondes.
Are the Munchkins real or robots?
The replicants.
Ah.
Welcome back, Jedi Bill.
Hey, sorry, I had to do some things.
It's all good.
Ye oldie Rutger Hauer. Everybody clap. He's on stage.
This is one of his best roles. That's what I said.
I have to agree with you on that, but I do like him in a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, he was awesome in Blind Fury.
Give you some, the one guy here that just recently passed away. That guy. He was supposed to be at the Toronto Fan Expo just before he passed away. So what the Toronto Fan Expo did was they kept his booth there and just made it a memorial to him.
But nice.
That's pretty cool. How do you paradoxically undress the bee's nest?
That would be weird.
Where does he get such wonderful toys? The toy maker. Now that is a cool chess set.
Only if they could get up and walk.
Doesn't look particularly fancy.
Oh, I guess, but it has birds. Bird, lots of birds. But aren't you a bird of prey? Bird.
Oh, paradoxically undressing because you got hypothermia. Now that makes sense.
Who didn't have a crush on her? I had a crush on her back then.
Now I understand why you like Bella.
She did not look especially good in this movie.
Is that an egg?
Yes, that's an egg.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, they were hard boiling egg.
Although once it comes to a boil, you're supposed to turn it off and set a timer for 15 minutes.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe.
This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. And this is not my brother Daryl.
Yeah, that's right. He played Larry on Newhart, didn't he?
Yep.
He did indeed. See, now they're going to be too overcooked. You're going to get that green around the yolk.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Yolk going to be all chalky instead of creamy. Ugh. I hate overcooked hard-boiled eggs.
I understand. When I was a kid, we would hard-boil Easter eggs, paint them, and eat them like a week later. Now it's like Mama Prey gets pissed. The egg is out for an hour and a half. She's like, I bet it's too late.
4 hours is the standard, but I'm okay with an hour and a half too.
Well, I'm just saying it's some ridiculously short number. It's an hours, not days. When we were kids, it was days. Why did it change?
It's mom's prerogative.
A lot more of the bad bacteria can get into the shell now.
No, it's ultraviolet shot and irradiated.
Oh, you use pasteurized eggs. Okay. Well, in that case,
aren't all eggs in the United States are pasteurized or whatever?
Well, not all eggs, but yeah, you can.
Well, in the United States, they all have to be refrigerated because they all get that super wash that washes off that shell. Not the shell, the coating on the shell.
The bird shit.
The European eggs keep it on, so they don't have to be refrigerated.
Oh,
We still do, but yes, you're right. We don't need to.
I had a friend who raised chickens for the eggs, and she ran out of space to store her eggs, so she started giving them away. I was like, okay.
Okay, I'll take some.
Those are the best friends to have.
I know.
Yeah.
The fresh eggs without the hassle of chickens.
Talk about a nice chess set now. That is a nice chess set.
Oh. Darth Maul, I'm not sure I would want to try a Mocklin egg.
Oh, definitely not.
I give some bullshit that New York City allows people to have bee colonies, but they don't allow people to have chickens. It's like, I would rather my neighbor have a chicken coop than a fucking colony of bees.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100% on that.
A beehive is much more important.
Fuck
that. Without bees, there's no plant life.
Nah, that's bullshit. They'd be fine. We'd be fine. Plants were on the planet before bees evolved. They'd be here after bees die off.
Yeah, I'm not going to promote someone else's channel, but bees are not indigenous to the United States, by the way.
Oh, they're not?
Right.
And there was plenty of flowering going on here before the Europeans brought bees.
No, there are bees in the United States. They either came from Africa or Europe.
Okay.
There's all kinds of pollinating insects out there.
Tyron Beard says, what do you think, Bird of Prey? Are you enjoying? Also, in China, you can buy and eat eggs that are over 100 years old. Usually duck eggs. They cost a fortune. Okay, I don't want a 100-year-old egg. I know that much. I'm watching. I'll be honest. I don't think this is going to make my top 10 movies list.
We've been talking more about every random thing possible than the movie.
Monty says the screenshots have frozen. They're still going on my end. And they're still going on my YouTube. Refresh the page.
I still see him moving.
Yeah, it's what, one every 20 seconds or something, right?
There are 10 seconds between.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Okay. He refreshed and it's working.
The last third of the movie is good. It's a slow build. A really slow build.
Especially the super extended director's final. What's this one called?
It's called
the final cut.
The final cut, yeah.
What's this going to be?
There's no difference between it and the director's cut.
Not that I've seen.
I can see.
So I got to figure a movie for next week.
They just extended the kissing scene between Deckard and what's her face.
Well, wait. So there is two different endings to this movie.
Yeah.
I just don't know which one this is.
The theatrical ending had one ending. The theatrical movie had one ending, and the director's cut had another.
Okay, then.
Remember, because in the theatrical cut, you actually saw Deckard and her in the car driving off.
Yeah, that's the one that I like the most. If this is the other one,
that's the one with the narration to it, which is probably the one Bird should have watched.
Yeah, he should have watched that one. This one's I don't like.
Yeah. See, I like the director's cut because I started with the original and I understood it through the narration. So watching the director's cut, I know what's going on because of the narration from the original.
Right.
Is this missing narration?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
The movie that they showed in the theaters, the producer said we decided to add narration because you don't know what the hell's going on.
Hey Bird, next week we could do Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World.
Could.
Have you done Caddyshack?
No, haven't done Caddyshack.
That's a funny movie.
I hesitate with comedies.
But it's such a good one. Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray.
There's always Crocodile Dundee 2, Bird.
No, it's not going to be Crocodile Dundee 2.
You could do Jurassic Park 3. Alan.
So not doing 3 before 2.
Alan.
Aaron Beard says Fight Club. And Mountains of Elysium says Smokey and the Bandit.
What else is there? What else?
Smokey and the Bandit.
25th anniversary of Happy Gilmore this year. You can do some Happy
It's
Gilmore.
the Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, where Bob Barker kicks the crap out of him.
Monty's Folly says, Bird of Prey, the death of Tyrell is equivalent to bumping off somewhat like Muskrat or Bezos.
Carlos, he's not ready for Logan's Run. Trust me.
I'd be interested in seeing Logan's Run.
Logan's Run would be awesome.
Bird's not ready for Logan's Run.
That's an extremely cheesy movie.
We'd all be dead in Logan's Run because we're all over the age of 30.
And if you read the book, it was, I think, 20.
I don't want to go too old with a movie because I
Logan's
still
Run
have
is
Cocoon.
70s.
I still have Cocoon and Daryl to show.
See,
Oh,
because
Daryl's a good one.
if he goes with Logan's Run, I would suggest Rollerball as well.
You can follow a robot movie with a robot movie.
Lost Boys.
How about Cloak and Dagger?
Never heard of it.
It's an 80s film.
How about the cheesy
I
90s
liked Cloak
film
and Dagger when I
Lost
was a kid. I didn't care much for Cloak and Dagger when I grew up, but I liked it when I was a kid.
By the way, we should watch something that Mamo Prey likes. One movie from Mamo Prey, at least.
Logan's
Mamo Prey doesn't watch, though.
But she could.
But she likes Cocoon. But she doesn't. Like right now, she's busy talking to Ciso Prey, and she's busy doing things when I'm doing this that she doesn't have time to do. She doesn't want to sit and watch.
You got $2 super chat, Bird.
Oh, thank you. Aravic Sonder, thank you so much for $2 super chats. It's Qapla, Bird of Prey. Remember Gremlins 2? Yes, Gremlins 2 is also on the list of eventual sequels.
And do we know what's next week? Next week's movie?
That's what I'm trying to figure out now.
The Blues Brothers.
No, I don't like Blues Brothers.
Oh, come on.
What the hell is wrong?
What the hell is wrong
I
with
was
you?
waiting for somebody to say it. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Blues Brothers. It doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, God.
But he's sent on a mission from God.
It's not so much the movie; it's the music within the movie that you gotta appreciate.
Well, I don't particularly care about music. That's
phenomenal in it.
Monty's Folly says, Bird of Prey, you could watch A Boy and His Dog, and if you really wanted to watch something free and mind-blowing, Threads from 1984.
You could do Friday the 13th.
No.
I don't think a boy and his. I don't think A Boy and His Dog is along Bird's tastes either.
No, probably isn't.
But you gotta love A Boy and His Dog. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
If you're divorced.
First,
especially if you're divorced.
Find the novella and read it.
Oh, I know what we're doing. We talked about this. Falling Down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Falling Down would work.
Michael Douglas.
Angry white guy movie. That'll work.
Oh, it looks interesting.
Bird, do you enjoy the movie as much as I do?
Falling Down?
No, I mean this one.
I don't know how much you enjoy the movie.
Oh. Did she get electrocuted or something?
If I had a doll like that in my house, I'd be really scared.
I'm just saying, that wouldn't be the worst way to go. How did she turn his head completely around?
No, he turned his body.
He turned his body.
But it looked like his head was turned around, not his body.
Yeah, it looked like he just turned his head.
But there was a quick shot that showed that he turned around.
Yeah.
Can we just get from the
You
torso
can't
down?
attack somebody like that.
Oh.
Talk about tantrum.
Well, I have to admit,
Well,
that's what I look like when I don't get the breakfast I want.
You have to shit her in the bloody head.
Oh.
Finally,
Okay,
something good in
see,
this movie.
now it took 3 shots to kill her instead of 2. That's a change.
Monty says, seriously, check out Threads. Honestly, mind-blowing. Reagan and Thatcher both committed to nuclear disarmament because of it. I have no idea what Threads is about, but I guess I have to check it out. And Tyron Beard, with a $5 Australian super chat, says, brother, it's been a bloody while. I love all the folks here. Let's do Fight Club or Falling Down. What a reaction. What a reactin'. Good to see y'all. We're going to do Falling Down, if that's good with you, Tyron. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I said we're putting it on the list. I forgot about it. So Falling Down for next week. Darth Maul says there's time travel movie with Kirk Douglas. They traveled back from 1980s to World War II just before Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
It's a Philadelphia experiment.
Final Countdown.
Yes,
Final Countdown. Oh, I get those two mixed up all the time.
I've seen that. That's a pretty good movie, too. What the hell is he kissing?
Have you ever seen Christopher Walken in Brainstorm?
No.
Yes.
No, I haven't seen Brainstorm. But that
Christopher
one.
Walken, isn't he the kid from Charlie Brown, the real boy? The 100 Acre Woods.
Oh, Christopher Robin.
Oh,
Christopher
right.
Watkins.
Oh, I thought they were the same people.
You know, maybe Christopher Robin did grow up to be Christopher Walken.
That something went wrong somewhere.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Because when he grew up, he got spooky as hell.
Can you imagine Christopher Robin talking to Pooh Bear?
Well, with friends like Pooh Bear and the Rabbit and Piglet, Tigger.
Ouch. That hurt.
Yeah.
I would think getting my arm pulled through a wall would hurt. That does not look like. That looks like a cinder block wall.
I was going to say, how can you bring that ball back? As soon as I say that, don't be good.
Tyron is laughing. Get your Christophers right. Man, great.
Pooh, I'm telling you, Pooh, you can't. Do you know where I had that honey pot stashed for 4 years? Pooh.
Arabic Sonda is throwing in Men in Black or Little Shop of Horrors. Didn't we do Little Shop of Horrors?
No.
Oh. I watched it not all that long ago. I could rewatch it. I don't know. Monty says, Bird of Prey, watch the Fat Boy Slim video called Weapon of Choice. Christopher Walken dancing. He's a classically trained dancer. It's quite something to see.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is painful.
Oh, yeah.
Biden grounds Musk.
No, really?
That's all I
Bruce,
saw.
Thanks for having me on, but it's time for me to go make dinner.
Take care, Mr. CCDV.
Take care, Mr. CCDV, and bon appetit.
Dankeschön.
Bye.
You left here a baby and you're going to come back a big one. Yes.
Just says keep refrigerated. Okay, well, I'll take him out for a bit. You just want water?
Not quite, Andrea. Almost, though. It's the last few minutes.
What? Biden cancels Elon Musk's adventure in space? New president making his space policy increasingly clear? America will remain grounded for time being?
Maybe they just felt like,
Where is that coming from?
The
Probably,
Washington Times.
you know what? Probably because he broke some rules with the test in Boca Chica.
What? The United States is in a titanic struggle with the People's Republic of China for dominance of space.
Oh, see, you sons of bitches that voted for that old bastard. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. I gotta do something. All right. Well, yeah.
oh, he's right through the tape.
Why did
Shower.
Charlie? Your mother agree.
Oh, it's the sink.
I talk to you tomorrow.
Mako says asking Bird to stop spreading fake news.
I'm reading what they're saying right in the Washington Times.
Are you on the Washington Times website?
The Washington Times website right now.
Is it hard news or a damn op-ed?
I can't tell. No, this fucking thing. No thanks. I prefer fake news. Wait, what?
What you
Jitsi just put a link to the Washington News in there, and he says it's an article from February 3rd.
I don't know. It was the first thing Google returned. The FAA canceled a test launch of their new Starship rocket.
Mm-hmm.
LA Times, Elon Musk keeps sparring with regulators. Bloomberg.com, same article.
What's the story about again? I didn't hear it.
And these are 20 days old.
Basically, Elon Musk so SpaceX broke some regulations during the tests in Boca Chica. So they are grounding right now the further tests for the investigation because that was the test in December that broke the rules. Some FAA something.
Whatever.
By the way, Highlander, you could put on the list.
Andrea says, watch out for the W Times. Not always a great source, like all of them. Hey, and she's in the industry about that, so got to go with what she says.
I mean, I'm looking at it. That one was dated February 3rd. Some of the others were dated February 1st and 2nd. I don't see anything that happened in the last few hours. Oh, Mamo Pray's got one from 10 hours ago.
Springtime says not seeing anything about Biden and space or SpaceX.
And the way
Oh.
Gary wants to give Ramona an on a 6 mile.
Okay. Mamo Pray says that her story says the FAA has closed the investigation and allowing.
Now, Biden did something beyond that.
I don't know. And will allow them to schedule a new test flight.
So Bert is reading articles while watching a movie.
I didn't want to read an article, but it came up on my phone.
It's multitasking.
And yeah, I basically missed the last 10 minutes of the movie. Okay, you get it. You're getting some blue, Tyron. You're now blue. Robert Rose Jr. says hello today. Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, and Sassy. And Springtime says Bird of Prey. Are you going to let them clone Sassy the Beagle and save the nation from national pickle crisis?
Even if that article real, especially when it's welcome to time.
Ah, this is where it comes from.
That's so late.
I've been listening to the audio, but watching the screenshots and not realizing anything was wrong.
Andrew says the W Times has some solid reporters, but they tend to essentialize headlines in first paragraphs. Well, yeah, because that's what most people end up reading.
And here comes Guy.
Okay, we can all be quiet just for this scene.
Amanda Adama. They are quiet, Bird. Now's the time to read another article. No. Now to see this scene. Monty says, if I was in Roy Batty's position there, I'd have jumped off a roof and tried to land on someone just to make sure I inconvenience someone one final time. Make a good story in the papers. And Andrea says, never in my life did I think I would spend my sad day cooking and listening to other people watch a movie.
Welcome to YouTube.
Let's say, welcome to 2021.
Okay, I see what they've done. They just took the theatrical version and the first director's cut and kind of mushed and kneaded them together a little bit. Otherwise, there's really no difference between this cut and the director's cut.
Spider-Man kiss. The hell was that?
So origami. God made origami. See, that was his trademark when he was when he'd make a kill. Okay, there's no difference between this and the director's cut.
There was a unicorn.
There was a unicorn in the director's cut.
Oh.
This is, I mean, they just figured out a way to get some more money out of people. Damn. I thought I was missing something. I was about to go buy the blue. Fuck y'all.
So Blade Runner, best movie of all time, or less?
It's a good movie. It's not the best. It's science fiction. It's 80s.
It's no Star Trek 5, I'll tell you that.
Star Trek 5 is not Star Trek 5. I mean, this was good for its time, okay? And you have to, this is one of those movies you got to be familiar with the source material to get it.
Monty says, Bird of Prey, did you catch that Deckard is a replicant? I was looking for those clues, Monty, but I'll be honest, I just don't see them.
Me either.
Aravic Sonder gives a thumbs down. Jedi Bill liked the other ending so much better. What's the other ending?
Okay, you see, they get to the elevator, and then you cut to them. She's asleep, and he's driving. It's like they're driving off into the sunset.
Tyrants is Bird of Prey. Hee hee. I'm sorry, mate. I thought you might love it. Oh, Tyrant, don't worry about it. It's not that I don't hate it. It just, I don't know. I think it's like, I guess something got overhyped. You know,
definitely.
It's hard to live up to hype. Jedi Bill says, thank you, Bird of Prey. Qapla, Brother Warrior. Hail, Caroga.
And the high five emoji.
What'd you say, Yosef?
With the high five emoji.
Oh, high five emoji, yes. I thought there was a prayers emoji. I just ignored it.
No, it's a high five emoji.
Ah. That makes me wonder how many prayers I thought were actually high fives. Tyrant says Deckard is a replicant. Robert Rose says 19 vaccine shots. Oh, wait. He said Biden embarrassed himself badly at the CNN town hall. When
doesn't Biden embarrass himself?
Yeah, we talked about that. Hail, Caroga, Carlo. Much of the atmosphere is lost in these viewing conditions, as Ector. I'm sure that's true. Ector says Ridley is all about atmosphere.
Yeah, I do like what he does, and I wish he would have done Dune instead of Lynch. I think the first Dune would have been a hell of a lot better with Ridley Scott doing it instead of David Lynch.
Monty's Folly says Bird of Prey. They escape to Mars canonically. Deckard harvests organs from other replicants to keep her alive. She dies before the second film.
Well, that's kind of sucks.
Yeah. They actually have a daughter.
They have a daughter before the second film too?
Yeah, that's the thing about the second film. Can they reproduce?
So 2 replicants can have kids. This film is dedicated to the memory of Philip K. Dick. Sorry.
I still don't think Deckard is a replicant.
This version was copyright 2007. So Ms. Lindell firmly believes not a replicant. Tyron Beard replicant. And some other people.
The only thing they're basing that off of is
Bobby
that dream sequence with the unicorn. That's the only thing anybody is basing that off of. And it's kind of fucking stupid, you know.
Well, I'm gonna head
Bobby
out.
Archaic says, your stream is all kinds of skipping and buffering. Sorry to hear that, Bobby.
Yeah,
and thank you, Commodore Ty, for joining us.
No problem. I'm going to be heading over to LDG now to watch some Married with Children. And for everyone in the chat, great talking with you. If you haven't yet, I hope you can subscribe to my channel where my link is going in now. And explore all the nerdy stuff with me because I'm having like Mortal Kombat trailer review, WandaVision. I'm going to be doing the Falcon Winter Soldier. I got the classic time tunnel. There's so much going on, so much more coming up. So take care, all.
Take care.
Take care. Where are we? Tyron Beard says, Bobby, I feel bad because Bird of Prey was talking in the cinema. Laughing. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Monty says, Bird of Prey threads and a link is available on archive.org. Free legitimately. Let's see. What is threads? The effect of nuclear holocaust on the working city of Sheffield, England, and the eventual long-term effects of nuclear war on civilization. Interesting. I'll take a look at it. Spring Times is Bird of Prey. You need to watch The Room. I hear people saying The Room. I think I've seen The Room. In fact, I have seen The Room, but I don't think anybody wants to watch The Room.
Not really. Once was more than enough.
Now, I didn't see the movie based on The Room that I heard was somewhat good, but that's a relatively new movie, so it's too new to watch. Whatever that was called. Anyway, guys, I know some of you like to head over to LDG to watch Married with Children, as do I. So we're going to end this stream. Miss Londell, anything you want to say before you go?
Well, it was interesting. Too bad you don't really like the movie, but hey, it's an acquired taste. So I'll see you over there at LD's in a couple of minutes.
Sounds good. Joseph.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it is acquired taste that I didn't acquire. But at least for the first time in how many decades I didn't fall asleep. So anyway, thank you very much for having me on the panel, and yeah, see you around.
You are very welcome. LDG's channel, he's already live for Married with Children.
Yeah, he's
watch party. I'm gonna put the link in to his channel for anybody who wants it. And I'm gonna head over there soon. So next week we'll be Falling Down with Michael Douglas, and then we'll go from there. Crimson Mist says it's been fun. Bird of Prey, take care, Crimson Mist. Tyron Beard says let's play before we go. Play what? I'm not sure what we're going to play, but I'm gonna head on over to watch Married with Children. Jedi Bill says thank you, Bird of Prey. You're very welcome, Jedi Bill. And again, the thanks goes to the the studio that brought you this movie. They're the ones who made it. Adios, pajaracos, says Hector. Joseph, thank you again. And Qapla all. And Bird and panel out.